Alright guys, good morning and welcome to another video. This is going to be the detailing series. This episode is going to be specific to the paint polishing. So after we fully corrected the paint, the last step we have to do in regards to fixing it and making it rejuvenated and looking nice to factory again is to polish it, which is what my boy Sammy is doing right now. So I'm going to stand over here really quick just to give you a quick recap. In the last video we did a full paint correction. So this is a two-step paint correction. We did a full correction, and then this step is going to be pure polishing. So the point of polishing is to jewel up the paint to get it back into really shiny order, I guess you could say. So when you correct a car, it doesn't always finish as well as when you polish. Some correction compound does finish well, like the Jeff's car stuff that I just bought, but unfortunately it doesn't cut as well. So you're kind of dealing with the science of the pad and polish and correction combos on the paint itself. It acts differently. So it's definitely necessary for us to do two steps here: black car, carbon black, and it's fairly hard. I'm going to be using Sonax Perfect Finish on a yellow pad, and he is using Polish Angel Finishing Master Sealant Final Polish. So both will give a very similar result, but this is one of my favorite combos. Of course I'm using the hybrid right now, and then this is one of my favorite products really to use at all. It finishes so nice and it's just so great to use. And don't mind the coffee over here. How's it looking?
Gorgeous.
So obviously there's some dust, and part of that is just, you know, from overnight, and we did a wipe down, but this is pretty. How many passes did you do?
Like 3 or 4.
3 or 4 on speed. 3 or 4?
4-ish. Yeah.
4.
Really, just until the polish roll.
So what about here? Yeah, there's a little haziness. So
I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's, even on film you can see that it's a little bit hazy. So this is jeweled up, or it's really not jeweled up at all. It's just corrected. So there's no deep scratches, but it's not jeweled up, which is kind of what we're doing. There's some haziness. You can almost see like a
line between right here where
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so right here, this is one of the biggest benefits to polishing, where you see the car and it's just breathtaking. So cool. So that combo is working good. We don't have nearly as much work to do now just because we're finishing. We're just making it look good now as opposed to actually doing a shit ton of work.
And that scouring is courtesy of Bradley's.
We'll be finishing that up. Yeah, right here. See how that's a little hazy? That's normal. If you're using kind of an aggressive combo, that's probably more likely to happen than any other time. Okay, so another benefit of the hybrid nano is I was trying to fit in this mini right here, and it's extremely hard. Like, this is actually touching the top of this paint, which is no good. But the pad, and even controlling, especially when you get up close to here, you're touching the top. So I wanted to use the 2-inch pad here. This has a lot of power, I really like it, but this is a much better solution. Lots more room to work, and you can kind of just cross hatch it, and also get all the way up under here, which is great. Just kind of fade it in there and you're good to go. Okay, so obviously when you're polishing every single panel, ideally we are wiping them down, which we are, but right now we're actually officially getting ready to prep for the Polish Angel Master Sealant. Ideally when we're applying sealant, or especially coatings, but sealants are much less finicky, and this is going to be very easy to apply. From what I understand, Sammy told me it's going to be like one of the easiest I've ever used, so that's part of the reason why I got it. So we're making the hood fully prepped. So essentially we're going to jump into the next video very soon, but this is going to be sort of the post-polishing prep for the sealant.